Hello and welcome back to playing some more StarMade. So last time I left you had a damaged ship and no video of the pirate encounter. So I've gone ahead, ended up finding all the loot, getting all the loot from that pirate base, selling that, as well as the previous pirates. So I have some ridiculous amount of money, hundreds of billions of credits. So money's not going to be an issue anymore. I've also gone and fixed the ship up. Oh, I'm dropping out of the gravity well. So I made some repairs and a few upgrades. Added some more armor. Replaced that top turret that I lost. These are some hardened armor blocks. You can buy these in shops, and they also dropped off some of the mobs. So this is an extra armored bucket around the core, so an extra layer of armor, as well as down here with my weapons array. I've encased that in some colored armored blocks, so if I get some damage, it'll be very noticeable. So that's in a nice armored bucket. As well, I did the same thing to the back core here. I've basically removed the inner layer and put a hardened box around it, and then put the regular hull pieces on the outside. So I'm thinking we should be in a much better position to take on some pirates that I see off our forward bow, whatever. I'll throw some nautical terminology in here, and okay, it looks like our missiles are finally locking on. So let's get in closer. And when that goes green, we'll fire some long-range missiles here and see if they track in. One thing I noticed about the missiles, they travel pretty slowly. Oh, and looks like we got a whole enemy fleet, so this should be exciting. Alright. Coming in. There's 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 of them? Well, this should be exciting. We might have another damaged ship after this. Whoa, look at that. Oh my goodness. They've ripped right through our shields. They're pounding our armor. Oh, I need to escape a little bit. Give our shields some time to regenerate. Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to fight them. Really turns sluggish here. So pressing F will lock onto targets in the reticle, and we're going to need these, because I think what we'll need to do is strafe around them and let our missiles lock on, and our turrets, because that close in, they really flash fried our shields there. So see, the missiles are supposed to be locking in. Oh boy. I just don't know how effective they're being. They actually hit something that they do an incredible amount of damage, but they really seem to be quite slow. Oh boys, oh, there we go, we're taking a lot of damage. So it really does seem like our that regen that we've built in with our energy core really allows our shields to regenerate incredibly quickly. So that definitely that seems to be working as intended. Although against these many ships, I don't know if there's much you can really, if you can have shields strong enough to withstand it for any given period of time. But then you're just maneuver out, side slips sideways. So one of the interesting things about combat is you can move forward and backwards at pretty much exactly the same rate. So you can basically, you know, if you're trying to escape, you can basically just fly backwards and keep pounding at them and trying to maybe do enough damage to their engines or energy to make them forced to pull off. Currently there's only like the one AI type enemy, and they are pretty persistent, but sometimes, you know, if you do damage, they just can't keep up with you. So if you go far enough away, they end up despawning, I believe. Oh, our shields are almost gone. So we'll move us. Those missiles, I was really hoping if he's flying towards us, they'd go right into him, but no. Love the shield effect when you get hit. That it just looks great. It looks like I lost my front middle turret again as well. That poor turret seems to take the brunt of any damage. Now, I guess what the enemies do is they try and lock on to cores. So they're just shooting at your core. But they'll also do that for the turrets. So, you know, having the turrets on there basically means that they're sort of splitting up. They're shooting at my core as well as they're shooting at the turret cores. So, kind of good. Like, they're just small little turrets. They don't take a whole lot of resources to make. So, replacing them is definitely a lot easier than, say, doing a lot of the replacements I had to do on the main ship. Although we definitely would have taken some damage in this fight, I think, early on. Although so far, been able to manage our shields. If I just try and fly away a bit and strafe a lot when I see the shields are getting low. Definitely harder to get hit and get hit then, and then they regenerate pretty quickly there, and I can just move back in, take a bit more punishment. Oh, our shields are almost down again, but I really want to finish this guy off. Oh, but they're messing up my ship. Oh no, they despawned, or I think it's one of those hitting the transition. We flew over transition, so they've all sort of slightly changed spots. So, alright, well, yeah, it looks like we've moved away from some of them. So, definitely a smaller fight now. We should be able to take out some of these pirates. So we've ripped through his shields pretty quickly, but we got to get to the core, their enemy core, and because they have the same core block that when that gets hit, that's going to be will cause their ship to shut down or be destroyed. But definitely am liking those turrets. Although, wow. Fighting along this, yeah, you switch to one side and the enemy's position is somewhere else, and then switch to a different sector, and then they seem to do a fair amount of jumping. You know, all things considered, you know, what it's able to do. Willing to forgive a little bit in that regards. There we go. One core is overheating. There's the pirate treasure. So we can just try and fly through that. Oh yeah, all kinds of loot. So I would scavenge that guy, although I think his buddies might be nearby. Just unfortunately probably on the other side of that sector screen or something. And normally I would like to scavenge pirates for parts and whatnot, but you know, as it stands now, I got more than enough parts of everything, and we got the pirate loot, so that gives us a lot of money. Not that I need any more money, but basically buy everything from shops now. So at this point, I think we've escaped. We didn't take out all the pirates, but we took out one and severely damaged a few. And so now let's inspect our battle damage. And oh, gravity is way off, so let's turn the gravity on. And well, so you can jump pretty high. I'm actually going to turn the gravity off so I don't go floating around and inspect the damage. So, well, all right. So we definitely took some hits. Our front observation lounge has been depressurized. Well, no oxygen in this yet, but oh well. But I think a lot of our upgrades have held. So yeah, the armored bucket there, maybe taking a bit of damage, but no actual weapons components have been exposed at all. It never even made it through the hardened armor. And well, we lost a few armored blocks. The main armored bucket seems to have held, so that's pretty good. It just seems to be, yeah, these hull pieces can definitely not take nearly as many points of damage. So I guess there's a bit of you can debate whether it's better to put the armor on the harder armor on the outside and just have the less damage on the inside, or vice versa, have sort of the way I did it here, or on the weapons. So it has to get through the light armor first before going to the hard armor. I think I kind of like that method a bit. Have the facing with the lighter armor, because now while these have taken damage, we probably would have lost these blocks if they weren't the hardened armor. Although what I can probably do now is make maybe a little tech repair boat to do some repairs of damage, and maybe I should look at making a base for our next video. You can build there's different blocks that you can make bases, and a few different aspects of it. Now, well, why is my ship sliding away from me? Let's come back, ship. I'm stranded out in the middle of space. I don't want to be left alone. So we got some more repairs. Not nearly as much damage as last time. So some of the improvements are definitely holding. No core systems were damaged. We just have a lot better view on our observation deck than we intended. So thank you for watching. See you next time.